Hi guys, this is me again, Jesamine, and welcome back for another sketchbook tour. And this is my fifth sketchbook for 2023, and also the cheapest sketchbook since last year. I think I only pay here €2 for the sketchbook, and there's a lot of pages, and it's almost like a landscape form. And because it's very inexpensive, as you can see, the side part is already ruined. I don't mind it because the pages is still intact and I can still glue this one. I'm gonna show you later on how I'm gonna fix this one, and with the use of the tape. And all in all, it's very good sketchbook. And the papers, there's a lot of pages. I don't even count the pages of this one. It took me a year before I finished it because it's just a lot of pages in it. And for materials I use here, I like more with blue pen. So what I mean with blue pen is ball pen. The paper on the sketchbook is very not that super smooth. So you see the fiber is very good for ball pen. I also tried charcoal with this one, but it's not really good. And I noticed that with charcoal, I cannot really go with details with this one. I don't know, maybe I'm using a wrong charcoal for this, but I'm still experimenting. So far, I like ball pen for this one. And because it is very inexpensive, as you can see, it's not really in a good condition anymore. But you can see the ribbon is still intact, and also the elastic band is still good. So, and the pages is still good. It's not really losing any pages, and this is for €2 something sketchbook, so it's still not bad for this. And the nice thing is when you use a cheap sketchbook, you don't really have to be very careful or be very conscious to create a nice things on this. You can just freely sketch what you want, and with me here, I'm just sketching anything what I want, what I see, and what when I'm in the mood or something. Even when I'm not in the mood, I'm still sketching with this one because I know it's just meant. This is made for. From here, I'm just using graphite pencils and just anything what I want, somewhere outside or inside the house. And during my break time, sometimes I carry it inside my bag, and sometimes it's just in a living room or in a toilet. But I just sketch anything what I want with this one. But here I'm starting to use graphite, colored pencil, and charcoal. And then I just realized that with charcoal pencil, I always need to sharpen my pencil and also my graphite pen. And sometimes I just don't have it any time for that because it's yeah, I don't have that sometimes next to me. So I decided later on to use a big pen or ball pen. So here is my some study sketching, trying to improve the lights. I'm not really focusing on the figures or the forms, but more the lights. I just want to practice more the light and dark values of my work. And this one actually is a sketch inside my head or in my imagination. And this one is a sketch from Gustav Klimt work in Vincent van Gogh Museum last year. And this is during the art market in Kunstdaagse in Bergen last year, 2023. I visited a friend there, so we eat some lunch outside, and then I sketch people also during the lunch. And this one is a sketch of one of my photograph. My teacher told me in art school that I use mostly a very uh, um, not so sharpen on my sketch. So I try to, you know what I mean? I don't use any hard lines on my sketches, and all everything is soft, diffuse. And he wanted me to practice more the hard lines. So this is what I do here on the sketchbook to try to see that one, these two, you can see that they're all soft. So I try to not be careful anymore and try to use more hard lines on my sketch. This one is a portrait of something in my head, so imagination. And yeah, and this one is a sketch from my trip to somewhere in the train. I sketch a person there, and this one is actually a sketch from a photograph I made during my visit to in Copenhagen Museum. And here I'm starting to practice already with ball pen, and I starting to like it. So that's where I started sketching more with ball pen with this one. And this one is actually with graphite pen, and I'm using our ID photograph to sketch portrait, so very small one. And here is the start of the blue pen series. Blue pen, I mean ball pen series. And I'm using here big pen. And I'm using from here only a work of Vermeer because I love his work and I'm so in love the way I do um, he likes to do the lights and shadows on his work and the hard contrast with shadows and also the very um, very good light, always from the window. And I want to try to do that also on my sketch, on my painting. So I try to study his work, and that's why you see a lot of Vermeer here. And also because I would like to visit Vermeer that time, so I'm so love his work. So I decided to sketch this, and eventually I went to the Vermeer Rijksmuseum to visit his work there, a special exhibit, and every paintings that that it was there, I tried to show also the sketches that I made. So if you didn't saw it yet, you will see it on my previous post. I already showed the blog about my trip to Rijksmuseum where I sketched all the work of Vermeer. And this actually, I have this pocket book of Vermeer's work, and then I put it next to me, and then I sketch it um, from a photograph. So yeah, that's how I did this one. And I already mentioned it last time how I sketch this with blue pen. So actually I use first forms and then shades it with medium shades, so not too hard, not too dark. And the dark area of my sketch are made last, and also the details already made last. And that's what I love with ball pen because you can really do a lot of things here. You can do a very thin lines. You can also bear a very um, faded effect on this ball pen, and also you can very draw very dark blue with this one. And also the best things is you can make layers. And for the one who love to do hatching, cross hatching, this is the best ball pen that I can suggest. And I'm also experimenting with other color, by the way, some green, some red, some blue, oh no, some black. So it will come in the future also with color. So check that out in the future, but it's not finished yet, so I cannot show it to you guys. And yeah, and the last pages is actually a bit very vague or not so much details. You don't really see it. And later on, I tried to switch to a different artist, that is Willem Hammershøi. And Hammershøi is also a fan of Vermeer, and he also studied Vermeer's light and shadows from his work. And he's also, Hammershøi is my subject for my second year build analysis. So we have to evaluate, we have to describe a painting of from artist, and I choose Hammershøi as my artist this year. So here I'm writing all the characteristic of his work, and this is one of my favorite. So you can see he really depict also the style of Vermeer from his work, and I love that very hard contrast of dark and light, but also the very soft edges from his work that makes it more less important, but it's still very uh, essential to his composition. And yeah, this is my favorite actually. And you can see here a lot of obviously hatching technique here done, but that makes it also beautiful actually on this drawing. So maybe I'm gonna put it also on my prints in the future. I don't know yet. So here's another Hammershøi. This is also what I saw last year in Copenhagen Museum. Very huge one and a very nice one painting. And this one is also in the train. And I'm already here starting to use another color ball pen. And this is a special project that I'm doing right now. So this is a place where I sketch the area. I cannot mention it yet where it is because it's still a secret. And this one is a people in that area where I sketch. This one in Haarlem. And yeah, I tried to do the logo here for Urban Sketcher Assen, but I didn't finish it. And this one is a painting, a composition that I'm making at the moment. So I'm painting something with dancing and ballroom dancing. So this is actually a sketch, a study sketch for that. This is so bad. This is a portrait of my husband. I don't really like it. It's from the photograph. And this is my dog sleeping. I'm sketching him also. And this is our Peter is one of our model in a classical academy here in Groningen, and he's always our subject for portrait. So I have a photograph of him, so I used it. And this one is just also in a waiting area, just sketching them. This also they are waiting for some things, so in that room, so I sketch them while they are waiting. And this one I think is a sketch as I don't know, I don't remember this one. It's in the train, I think. And this one is a chair. You see it on my Instagram. I post this one, a chair in our house. This is my mom. It looks like my mom, but she looks so sad here. But it's okay. And this is my father. This is not even look like him, but it's okay because I don't really trace him. I go straight with my ball pen when I sketch that one. And this is my husband. It's also not good. I use black ball pen black color here. I'm not really happy with that. And that's the last sketch on this sketchbook. I think I really like more the Vermeer work and hammershøi on this one. And that makes it this sketchbook very special because it's the part that I learn a lot. Especially light values and everything like that. So this is the sketchbook that I told you that was damaged. Now I'm gonna fix it with only with tape. This is a very good tape, so I don't really have a problem with that. If you think one layer is not enough, you can do 2 layers with it. So I'm gonna show you one sketchbook that I also fixed last time. This is the same sketchbook, but a little bit bigger. It's also fine because the sketchbook is full. So as you can see, I don't have to carry this anywhere I go. So it's full. Oh, by the way, maybe I can show you next time also sketchbook tour with this one. But it's a lot, so it's 5 pages, 5 sketchbook with this one. It's academic sketchbook, and maybe I'm gonna show it in the future. The only thing I'm gonna do is very easy. It's not a rocket science. I just cut a tape. It's a paper tape, by the way, so it's easy to cut. Normally, tape first the part like that there. And there you go. I don't stop here. I put another layer just to make sure that everything is secure there. So yeah, for €2, try also to buy a cheap sketchbook because sometimes you just want to freely sketch there and do something crazy. And sometimes beautiful things come out with that when you feel free, not concerned about to making things beautiful. Anyway, thank you guys for watching this one. I hope you enjoy this one, and I hope you did not get bored watching my videos. And if you have any ideas what to post in the future, let me know because I'm still looking for something content to post in the future. But if you like more a demo or something like that, let me know. I'm gonna try maybe one sketch demo with you guys in the future. See you again next time. Have a nice day. Bye. There you go. That's it. Not so fancy, but it works very well.